Everyone knows about the classic series that is. It's one of the most legendary fighting game series of all time. When you mention fighting games to someone, most often than not, they'll probably tell you Mortal Kombat. Now, of course, with the title of the video, you're probably scratching your head as to why I'm saying this about a game I praise. The simple answer to that is Mortal Kombat has fallen off. It's fallen off its throne way before MK1 came out. This is the downfall of Mortal Kombat. Now, before you grab your pitchforks and spears, relax. I am not about to hate on MKX. In fact, I am about to tell you why MKX was probably the best Mortal Kombat in my opinion, and then we'll talk about what happened. Mortal Kombat 10, as Homelander said, everything was perfect. From the trailer to the release, everything was amazing. A fresh start from all the likable. Yes, I actually liked the 3D Midway games. Don't hate mess, that was the Midway era. Mortal Kombat 10 really hits home in every department. Story, crypt, unlockables, online. But the most fundamental aspect of every fighting game that I feel they really hit was gameplay. In MKX, I can feel almost every character in the game can be main material. Except maybe Kung Jin. Sorry, Kung Jin mains. Every character has a different way of making combos. I would say with each character you could do a different amount of combos, life-ending combos, with the new inclusion of the X-ray meter. The thing that really helped with this was how fast the game was, and each character had their fair points of weaknesses and strengths. People might hate me for saying this, but I was a Tremor Sub-Zero main, as Tremor just had crazy defense and Sub-Zero. Come on, this skin is just too cool. And for the most part, the variations were solid. Now, some were kind of bad, but that's besides the point. Brutalities were also way funner in this game. Like I said earlier, this is one thing I feel this game really didn't hit the mark on. DLC wise, this is probably my favorite because it has Predator, and they did this boy justice, I swear. He was a beast in this game. The story, like I said, is good for a fighting game. After MKX, of course, there was an announcement of MK11, and like the devoted fan I was hyped to play MK11 because I was under the impression they were about to hit home again, and they kind of did. MK11 hit every mark. The story again was good, the crypt once again was cool, the grind system they reused from Injustice is also not so bad. MK11 seemingly had recaptured lightning in a bottle. Except for one thing, the most fundamental aspect in fighting games. It doesn't matter what a fighting game has, as long as this aspect is good, then the game will be amazing. Gameplay. MK11's gameplay, for lack of a better term, is boring and slow compared to the predecessor. Every character besides Noob and Garrus feels generic and lacks that same amount of expression that gave me a reason to main all these characters. There is no way you can accidentally waltz into a crazy combo like in the previous game. In MK11, it feels like you're very restricted in terms of what you can do with said character. Pair this with the customizable special moves that you can create your own variation with. That, by the way, is like going to Subway, but instead of decent ingredients they give you just the tuna that's been sitting there for 2 years. Like, there is no fun to be had with this. Playing against Noob or Garrus felt like the first time you fight Artorias in Dark Souls. You just had no feasible way to beat him. Is that the 2012-2013 Lakers? Nah, it's just the MK11 DLC characters. This is such a great cast of characters up and down. Shame they had to waste these on this game, which, by the way, came out super late. Due to everything I just said, this game flamed out quickly. Like the quote goes though, one bad day won't be a bad life. And I'm sure the series will bounce back from MK11 in this new reboot. So did they bounce back? Well, like the Lakers versus Denver rematch, they didn't. MK1 is actually one of the best in the series when it comes to gameplay. The air combos, the fun guest character gimmick, everything is there for this game to be great. So if they got everything down, what the hell happened to kill it so quick? It's sort of like the Brooklyn Nets 2021. This game did not work that good in the beginning. Matchmaking was terrible, and before you knew it, once again and somehow quickly, this game fizzled out bad. And it's not the base game's fault. This game is actually one of the more funner games to play in the series, damn near top 2 if it worked. But if is the difference maker in all of this, and if that's what got us 1,000 players in a weekend, then that's what happens. So this is not me trashing MK1, but the outside factors that MK1 had to deal with is what killed this game. And it makes me sad to hear because as a diehard MK fan, I've played older games. I've been there for its highs and lows, and I hope one day I can be a happy Mortal Kombat fan because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be a happy Mortal Kombat fan. And this isn't me hating Mortal Kombat. It's more I know this series can be better, but right now it's in a bad place. Hopefully soon I can make a follow-up to this video and say Mortal Kombat is alive once again, but we'll have to wait until that day, and until then, I'm just gonna have to play Tekken 8. So this isn't me saying goodbye to Mortal Kombat, but this is more like I hope Mortal Kombat can get better. But until then, get well soon, Mortal Kombat. Peace.